Hello Culers, welcome to the channel. In this video, I will talk about the news surrounding Fermin Lopez, Matheus Fernandes, Joshua Kimmich and Xavi, Lamine Yamal and Alejandro Balde, Joao Cancelo, Ilkay Gundogan's injury and Erling Haaland's renewed links with Barcelona. Just watch this video till the end without skipping to know everything in details. Before I proceed, just drop a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon and select all. This will help me to continue my work. According to reports from Sport, La Masia sensation Fermin Lopez will not be available to play against Los Verdeblancos at the weekend. His exclusion comes as a result of the red card he received in a game for Barca Athletic a few days ago. Despite his suspension at the subsidiary level, Xavi hoped to have Lopez's services for the first team as it is a different division to that where he saw a red card. Barcelona requested clarity over the ambiguous rules over a youth player's suspension, and have now received confirmation that they cannot field the midfielder. In a surprising turn of events, the social chamber of the Superior Court of Justice of Catalonia has reduced the compensation that Barcelona owe to their former player, Mateus Fernandez, from €7.7 million to just €731,291, reports Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo. The outlet explains that the court has provided its verdict regarding the appeal submitted by Barcelona. It further deems the player's dismissal as something that cannot be admitted as evidence at a trial. The amount Barcelona have been asked to pay, €731,291, correspond to 2 monthly salary payments. Trusted sources further suggest that the midfielder might contemplate initiating an appeal against this verdict. After Drake and Rosalia made appearances on the front of Barcelona's shirts during matches last season, it appears to be the turn of the legendary rock band, the Rolling Stones, next. Indeed, RAC1 is reporting that Barcelona will don a special jersey bearing the Rolling Stones image at the front for the upcoming El Clasico against Real Madrid in October. As part of the agreement with main shirt sponsors Spotify, Barcelona will be wearing shirts depicting logos and symbols of famous music artists. The Blaugrana have already donned the jersey with the OVO logo of internationally acclaimed rapper and singer Drake for the first El Clasico of the 2022-23 season in October last year. That was followed by a special edition kit sporting a logo of Spanish singer and songwriter Rosalia's album Motomami for the second El Clasico of the last season in March earlier this year. The third such special edition will see the La Liga champions bear a logo representing the legendary British band, the Rolling Stones, for the Clasico, which is set to take place on October 28 and 29. It is no secret that Barcelona were interested in signing Bayern Munich midfielder Joshua Kimmich during this past summer transfer window. However, the club's financial situation and Kimmich's importance at the Allianz Arena meant that the move did not go through. But Kimmich is set to enter the final year of his contract at the Bundesliga club next year, and it appears that Xavi still harbors hopes of signing the 28-year-old. Amidst this, Kimmich has revealed that he used to idolize the Barcelona manager while growing up. Indeed, during a rapid-fire question segment on Bayern Munich's official YouTube channel, players were asked to name their idols growing up. And Kimmich replied, Xavi Hernandez from Barcelona. This is not the first time that the German international has revealed his admiration for the 43-year-old Barcelona legend. Speaking in an interview on ONS TV3, Enrique Mazip, the advisor to Barcelona president Joan Laporta, has claimed that there was a serious threat of teenage duo Alejandro Balde and Lamine Yamal leaving the club in the summer. Balde enjoyed a stunning breakthrough campaign last season with Barcelona and has become the undisputed starter at left-back. Meanwhile, Yamal has emerged as the breakout star of the current campaign, shining brightly both at the club and the international level, despite being just 16 years old. Naturally, the La Masia duo have attracted suitors from elsewhere, and Mazip revealed that the threat of the pair leaving the club this past summer was very real. Lamine Yamal and Balde were in serious danger of leaving Barca. There is a club that wanted to sign Balde and Lamine. I will not mention their name, he said. However, Mazip went on to reveal that Laporta's good relationship with Jorge Mendes, who represents both Balde and Yamal, played a key role in the pair staying at the club. The president's relationship with Jorge Mendes is the reason why Alejandro Balde and Lamine Yamal are staying at Barca, he added. It took a lot of time and effort from everyone involved, but on the summer transfer deadline day, Joao Cancelo signed for FC Barcelona. The 29-year-old Portuguese international had been waiting for the Blaugrana, who had to jump through several loops to resolve their financial fair play situation and ultimately secure the right-back signing. Cancelo has joined Barca on a season-long loan deal, with there being no permanent purchase clause inserted in the deal despite being discussed earlier. The buy-option clause was dropped to circumnavigate the FFP issues, but it has been suggested that the sum determined previously will act as a reference point in negotiations next year. Now, Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Cancelo would love to continue at Barcelona beyond the ongoing season, indicating that the Portuguese international desires to make his transfer permanent. This comes after Cancelo expressed his delight over joining the La Liga champions earlier today in an interview. "I want to achieve great things with this club because it's where I've always dreamed of playing. It's a dream club, all my friends know that all my idols played for Barca," he had said. "Whether it's at Montjuic or wherever, I always want to play in the Barca shirt and show the fans and the people who believed in me how difficult it was to come to Barca." Manager Xavi Hernandez has also been a big driving force behind Cancelo's arrival at Barcelona, and would likely prefer for the Portuguese international to continue at the club beyond the ongoing season. Pedri Gonzalez's untimely injury mounted the pressure on Ilkay Gundogan's shoulders at Barcelona. After all, he now had the added responsibility of being the team's primary creative force in the middle of the park. Xavi Hernandez's plans, however, took a massive blow last night when the treble-winning captain walked off the field in tears during Germany's game against France. He suffered a hard fall in just the 25th minute of the game and made his way off the ground holding his back. Reports went on to state that he had suffered a bad pelvic bruise. Now, Adria Alberts reports that the examinations on the Barcelona midfielder have been completed, and bring positive news to Xavi Hernandez's camp. Gundogan appears to have made a lucky escape. According to the Barca doctors, he only suffered a knock and has no injury. However, it remains to be seen if he is available for the weekend's clash against Real Betis or if the manager prefers to tread the route of caution. Javi Miguel, however, confidently states that the German will be available on the night. The 32-year-old midfielder has played in all 4 of the Blaugrana's games so far this season and averages 86 minutes per outing. He already has 2 assists to show and averages a staggering 2.8 key passes per game. If Xavi Hernandez opts to exercise caution over the German international's fitness, he could shift Gavi back into midfield. The Spanish veteran would thus combine forces with Frenkie de Jong and Oriol Romeu in the middle of the park, a position that he considers his niche. Meanwhile, Joao Felix would appear well placed to fill the spot on the left wing. The Portuguese winger made a decent impression on his debut against Osasuna and will be hoping to make a strong start to life in Catalonia. Nobody really knows if Haaland has a release clause in his contract at this moment in time, if he will have one at the end of this season, the end of the season after, or at all. Even though City landed the Nordic robot for only a £51 million transfer fee, you cannot imagine Pep Guardiola agreed to a similar clause, especially when Borussia Dortmund can be classed as a stepping stone in a player's career, not City, even if Real Madrid or Barcelona is the end goal. And a report from 90 Minutes says Barcelona are positioning themselves to land Haaland in 2025 when a release clause in his citizen's contract becomes active. The report concedes that Real Madrid has always looked like Haaland's next destination, and Guardiola's side are trying to tie the striker down to a new contract. Despite signing a 5-year deal when he joined last summer, Haaland will have a £150 million, €175 million, release clause in 2 years' time, the report notes, and Barca are looking to maneuver a way to the front of the queue. Even though the Blaugrana have some financial troubles, they reckon they will sort themselves out within the next 2 years and can beat Madrid for the 23-year-old signature. That's all I have in this video. Just drop a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon and select all. This will help me to continue my work.